guys, welcome back. I am going to do an updated tour of the craft room. So on the back of the door I have punches and stamps, like wooden stamps and whatnot that I use. I have all of the stuff that I use to either bind a journal or some of the tapes that I use. I have a aluminum foil strip there and a metal tear ruler. I've got these pegboards. I've got some plastic rulers in case anybody wants me to make them a tear ruler. All of my various supplies on the pegboards. I've got a lot of them. And a couple of gnomes. Keep all of my stuff hung up there. All my glues, my fabric glues. Okay. I'll go back over here real quick. This has got tickets and my acrylic paints and my Big Shot. The big size. A couple of stamps. Some Timmy towels, my envelope punch maker. These right here are the doilies that I use to dye paper with. That's mica powder. I got watercolors and markers and watercolor pencils down there. Extra storage containers. And some magazines. The lady looks almost naked, but she's wearing a flesh-colored bathing suit. And then I keep my heat tool right there. You can see my camera bar right here. That's where my microphone sits. I have it currently around my neck right now. I've got some drawers that has labels, the vellum labels. Miss Tommy is actually glued on there. I got a dog from one of the Tim Holtz people. I got metal bits and bobs in the drawer. Water, alcohol, and sanitizing spray, and pen, pencils, water brushes, and silicone brushes. These kind of drawers house like my Timmy staplers, or staples, book corners, and things like that. I've got some mixed media stuff out on my desk. My glue book, some Distress Oxide, the aged mahogany out. There's my thing of glues and my glue book back there. A stamp. More drawers that have various things like dried flowers, punched out shapes, die cuts, Timmy pockets. That's some random die cuts and whatnot. Envelopes. Different envelopes and page tabs, doilies, Tim words, more ephemera stuff. I've got bags there. I've got I've got 3 little gnomes back there. Henry, Harry, and let's see. Trying to remember who that one is. Who's the one in the back? So that's Bartholomew. The 2 little gnomes over here are Benedict and Bartholomew. And then I have Peter, Paul, and Mary back here. There's Mary. Peter and Paul. And then I've got, oh yes, I'm sorry. This is Horatio. And the little guy in the back is Hubert. So, and this is, it was supposed to be, hello Illyria. There's my dog. And there's my other dog, Scooter. And there's our boo-boo, our old man, as we call him. Silly boys. Silly babies. This was supposed to be, I had ordered it, was supposed to be cheesecloth. But I dyed it with the leftover alcohol inks that I had, so I got quite a few different colors. and it does kind of blend, not blend, but tear. You know, like the fibers are kind of like, what do you call it? Cheesecloth. That's my spring tag. I haven't taken a picture of it yet for the prompt. My Timmy trimmer is here. I've got scissors and rulers down there. A trash can. This is ephemera. That down there is the wax pellets. I've got a regular trash can there. Okay, over here on this side, sorry for the shaking, guys. I got baby wipes. These are whale tail tabs and other tabs. Beads. More beads. More beads. Buttons and dangles and just jewelry findings at the bottom. Wax papers. Other tapes and glues. All of that is my alcohol, like re-inkers and coffee dye. This in here is like liquid, what's it called? Liquid pearls and pearl drops and things like that. My Stampin' Up! Ink pads. Oops. A dauber just fell. All of that is my jelly plates and stuff. This down here is bling, and this that's on this tray is foil and a foil pen, and those are my daubers. Those down there are extra foams and extra lids. I've got I got an extra plug. I've got an address there. Small scoreboard, clips, pins. All of these are paper clips, and all three of these. I've got coffee dyed stuff there and some muslin strips, some more coffee dyed and some white lace. Eyelash trim, popsicle sticks. I got some bats and other trims, laces. Those are all the dyed sari silk pieces that I have done recently. And then this is like some sort of blue muslin, not muslin, what do you call that, burlap. Dyed laces, various sewing things, tulle. These are various fabric remnants, more fabric remnants. Those are all scarves up there. Silk. That's a fascinator. It's like one of those big ginormous staplers. This is the material that Rhoda sent me in Happy Mail, which I absolutely love and can't wait to use it. And more tulle that is colored. And if you're wondering why I have bats hanging up here with little clips on them, that's usually where I hang up cheesecloth to dry. I've got a thing hooked to this table doodad that has my what do you call those, ink brushes. Got I got Mod Podge stains and clear gesso in those containers. There's nothing in here yet, as that's just like my big crocodile and some label sheets. All of my dyed papers. That was sent to me by Jen when she sent me the Braille paper. That's the typology stuff. A big old dictionary right here. This is just a Reader's Digest book, but I like the color of the pages. This is the book that I made for Jen as a thank you to Happy Mail. I'm going to send it to her in Happy Mail, and it is a correspondence journal. This is my wall of stuff, of all the letters and stuff people have sent me in Happy Mail. Got my artworks. I've got random stickers in here and wax seals. These are like people stickers. I've got the rest of the typology stuff in here. And I've kept a very, very few I do have a couple of Timmy people left, and I only kept just like maybe 3 or 4 of them because I don't use them very often. But I did keep a couple because they were Victorian. In here is all 12 by 12 paper pads. In there is where I keep doilies, like the bigger doilies. In here is where I keep like digital kits that have been printed off. And down here is where I keep stickers, like letter stickers and stuff. This is just random, like plain scrapbook paper and a couple of extra. That's for a Happy Mail thing later on. These are cat and dog papers for the journal. Jelly plate prints here. Some random other scrapbook paper. These are sticker remnants, like the back of it is sticker paper that I will stamp on later. That is specialty papers like construction paper, maps, and whatnot. These are all little bits of ephemera like time cards, regular cards, Rolodex cards, different types of envelopes like craft envelopes and whatnot that I'll be using. I've got that thing that I made. I got some tags and envelopes up there, some chipboard pieces and larger. Those are plain journaling cards that have not been decorated. Those are some die cuts. All of these are like bulb pins and what do you call them? Oh shoot, eyelets and those little round things. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. You know, those things. They're round. I don't know. I got a mortar and pestle here with some hooks and a leaf. Somebody sent the leaves to me in Happy Mail. We don't get leaves of that color here. This is like vocabulary cards, cross-stitching stuff. Playing cards, straws, and what do you call those things? Dowel rods. Some more Scrabble tiles, flashcards, some of those tools that you can make rubber stamps with. I got my Edith Holden Country Diary postcards there, an apron, and just some random stuff back there, like an old cable cord and stuff that doesn't get used. I got my chair right here, and my dog is still in here. So on this side of the desk, I have one of those carts. I've got my trimmer, I've got glue sticks, my cordless glue gun is down there. That's all my embossing stuff here, and this is stamping, like a stamping platform, and like different stamp blocks and a couple of notepads. That is my sewing machine. That is ink, stamping inks, mostly Tim Holtz, some fabric stamps, and then back down here is all the permanent inks that I have. Some glycerin, thread. That is my refrigerator that holds all of my glue sticks. There's my Amazon Alexa. My glue book stuff is right there in those 2 containers, plus my coffee dyed, tea dyed envelopes. Those are boxes for Happy Meal. That owl container holds my wood burning tool, and the little cigar box has Alice in Wonderland stamps. Not postage stamps, but actual stamps, and some ephemera left. And those are markers of some kind in there, like the gold and silver tip markers. Got measuring spoons, and then those are all gutted books down there at the bottom. Down here at the bottom, I keep a box to dye stuff with. Gloves, my ceramic tiles, and then my paintbrush and funnel if I decide to paint my coffee on rather than that. I've got a regular stapler in there and a couple of old leather, like small journal covers. I've got more ink up there, and I got an owl and a blue and a monkey. And then I've got, these are actually pencils and some small pens, and these are, should be my drawing, yeah, like, you know, the little permanent pen, like they're pit pens, but they're the cheap version, but they work just fine. I got a picture of Alice from Alice in Wonderland up there. Now up there is like envelopes that I don't use that much, and my iron. That's all my wax bead stuff and my decal edge trimmer. I don't use that as often. There's my baby sidekick, and then there's my butterfly I made. And then in that box there is dies and embossing folders, and that is for one of those cinch machines that I don't have. Those are plates for my Cuttlebug, which is right there. And then I've got a Bob Ross, and that's mainly, I've got some tarot cards, some more playing cards, regular blank cards on the inside to make notebooks out of, and then like Ziploc bags and trash bags. And then down here at the bottom is more wax beads, and this is ephemera that's already made and ready to go, so that I keep in there. This drawer over here, these two, no, this is all music paper. This is all like open book pages. And that down there is train stuff for the train journal. This is where I keep my laminating sheets at, and like page protectors. This has got photo paper and wallpaper in it. And then this down here has some empty like glue bottles. Those are foam, you know, little like craft foam. And then this here is my flower drying kit here. It takes 2 days and doesn't require a microwave, and it works really well for doing pressed flowers. I'll probably do some more petunias this year since we get a lot of those. But yeah, that is pretty much all of the craft room. It's small, but it's mine. I'm not going to show you the hallway. It's also different to what it looked like before, but it's mainly just cleaning supplies and alcohol ink out there, and then books that I'm keeping, and then books that I can use for crafting with. And that's pretty much the only thing that's kept out there. So, but yeah, I was asked, oh, and that up there at the very top, I know it's a strange thing, is a picture that my nephew, let me see if I can stand up, that my nephew painted for me. I don't know if you can see it, for my birthday. And it has a reference to Carnival of Rust, which is a song by Poets of the Fall, which is one of my favorite bands. They're not a goth band, ironically. They're from Finland. And as always, I have my brother in here with me. I got a baby tiger duck and a little sign that says, "Please don't pet my peeves," that my daughter got for me. I still have my Supernatural picture and my baby man in here. That's the same as it was. And one other thing I didn't show you this up there. Those two journals up there, Mom made, Matilda made one of them, that's who I call Mom. And the other one my cousin made, I've showed those. Those are my idea journals. Sewing kits, where I keep napkin and tissue paper. These are like some more mark making tools for my jelly plate. And the stencil, these have like small acrylic stamps in them. Those have acrylic stamps. Those right there are pattern paper, as well as the red one there on the end. This is taller than me, guys, so I'm sorry. And the one next to that has stencils in it. And then that is still the same, because it's got the foil and the glue that goes with it. And my picture of Sherlock that my daughter drew for me. But yeah, that is the basic gist of it, guys. So I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys back here again really soon. Bye.